Hi there, it's Regina from Solutions 8. Today I want to talk about how to cross that chasm between running just one digital advertising platform, like Facebook ads, for example, and then trying to add a second digital advertising platform, like Google Ads, for example. And specifically, I want to talk about how to combat this issue using Performance Max, because that's where we really see the future. The future is Performance Max, so that's where my focus is lying right now. And so we have a lot of clients that come to us. Particularly the clients that are selling visual products, who are already running Instagram ads, already running Facebook ads. They're still running those ads. They have a budget, oftentimes a larger budget attributed towards those ads than they do to Google ads. They hire us to get started with Google ads, or to figure out why their Google ads doesn't seem to be profitable, even though their Facebook and Instagram ads have been working for them for years. So what happens when you add a second platform is a certain percentage of converters have interacted with both platforms before they convert. This means that both platforms is going to try to claim the conversion, right? So someone clicks on a Facebook ad, clicks on a Google ad, converts. Facebook says, I got it. Google says, I got it. And now, even though you're hitting let's say your goal is 300% return on ad spend for both platforms, your overall return on ad spend for your overall bottom line business isn't 300 anymore. It was 300 when you were only running one channel, but now you're paying for two channels to get the click. And now at the end of the day, you have a less than 300% ROAS to take home with. Now, I know that you still need to maintain that 300% ROAS at the end of the day. Your business needs that cash flow. You cannot operate with a lower return on ad spend just because you've decided to add a second platform and it's getting clicks on the same people that are interacting with your Facebook ads. So, what to do about this problem? First of all, I just want to say there's no way to avoid this problem 100%. It is inevitable that there will be people that interact with both platforms. Basically what it means is when you add a second advertising platform, your cost of advertising goes up a little bit. There's no avoiding it. People will interact with both platforms and convert, whereas before they might have only interacted with one platform and converted. There might have been one less click on the ad, right? However, this is just going to be a small chunk of your converters. So in the long term, as your business grows, it's going to be less and less of an issue. But right now, when your Google Ads budget is really small, it feels like a heavy burden to take on. And so what I'm starting to find is ways to avoid the issue. Now, it's happening mostly with the remarketing folks, right? So someone interacts with Facebook, visits your website, doesn't yet convert. Google goes, I will advertise to that website visitor. Not really even knowing that the website visitor came from Google, came from Facebook. So Google just sees it as a website visitor, and so that's just part of Google's remarketing engine, which it's really good at. Now, remarketing can be really effective. My recommendation is to temporarily reduce the amount of remarketing that you are putting your money towards in Google while your business grows a little bit, and then allow it to do more remarketing later on. Just to help to ease that transition into the omni-channel digital advertising space. So how do you reduce remarketing? A couple of ways. First of all, don't run smart shopping. Smart shopping is big on remarketing. John Moran is always saying that smart shopping promotes to 80% existing website traffic or existing customers and 20% new customers, whereas Performance Max is just the opposite. It's going to put its focus into trying to generate new customers, and it's going to do less remarketing and less repeat business already. So using Performance Max is already going to mitigate some of the major issues that we've been running into over the past few years with smart shopping. for new clients coming from Facebook. So use Performance Max. And here's another way to reduce the amount of remarketing that you're doing. In your asset groups, you can set up audience signals. And if your audience signals tell Google to look at your recent website visitors or look at your recent converters, that's gonna basically give it permission to do a lot more remarketing. It's going to use that as an audience signal and say, okay, well, all these people are in this signal, so I'm gonna at least target them for sure, plus more, right? So one way to avoid remarketing is make sure your audience signals don't use any website traffic, any recent converters. Another thing that you can do is you can make sure to keep brand out of the audience signals. Someone who's searching for your brand name already knows you. They've probably been to the website. They've probably interacted with a Facebook ad and an Instagram ad. So if you're pulling in, like, for example, converting search terms, purchase intent, this is one of our audience signals in one of our asset groups. I'm going to go in here and make sure to remove any keywords that are using the brand name in the keyword. Okay, so those two things to encourage the Performance Max campaign to try to keep its hands off of any Facebook users. We've seen great success with this. We've seen the amount of new converters go down, and it makes it so that your bottom line ROAS won't dip so heavily from where it was. If it was at 300, you were making 300 with Facebook. Now you want to make 300 with Google. Just avoid remarketing for a while with Google until you grow to the point where you can take on that burden. And targeting remarketing is valuable. So don't do it forever. Just do it temporarily to try to cross that chasm into that new market. Another thing that you can do is you can have a slightly heightened ROAS on both channels, right? So if you were targeting 300 here and now you want to maintain your 300 in the back end, maybe now you need to target 325 in Facebook and 325 in Google so that you get a 300 overall to accommodate for that new 25% that's going to be the overlap. So, all right, best of luck to you, and let us know what you think by posting in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Wait, before you go, I'm constantly looking for amazing people to come join our team. So if you're passionate about Google Ads and you're passionate about customer success, please go to soul8.com/apply, and we'd love to see you as a part of the Solutions 8 team. Also, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that we actually know what we're doing. And don't forget to subscribe. We shoot a video every single day, and I don't want you to miss out on any of it. Lastly, if you have questions, comments, concerns, confessions, or you just hate my face and my voice, go ahead and hit us up in the comments. We get very little human interaction, and even the heckling is something that I kind of get a kick out of. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being subscribers if you're a subscriber. Don't forget to apply if you're interested in working at Solutions 8. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.